Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole Green here, and today I am sharing with you what I do to groom my own eyebrows at home to save time and to save money, and how I style them. And I do use the Anastasia Brow Dip in the color Ebony. And if you're interested in seeing how I have my eyebrows done here, please stick around and I hope you enjoy the video. So I purchased this razor from, I believe it was Marshall's. It was a 3-pack for $3.99. And they're actually not so great, but they'll do the job. So initially I'll go in and I'll just start at the top of my eyebrows. And I like to just shave them down a little bit, just so they can be a little shapely. I did let my eyebrows grow out a little bit so that I can do this video. So as you can see, they're pretty thick and a little bit out of shape. So once I do the top, I'll go down and start doing the bottom. And you have to be really careful to take your time so you don't cut yourself. But it's really easy to groom your own eyebrows at home instead of paying $10 or $12 and taking time out of your day to sit around and get them done. One con about doing your own eyebrows using the razors is that it does grow back pretty quickly. So you'll have to probably do this like every 3 to 4 days, depending on how clean you need them to be. For me, I'll usually do it about once a week because usually I'm just going to work, so they don't have to be in top-notch shape just for work. So once I'm done using the razor, I'll go in and I'll get my tweezers and I'll pluck any extra hairs that I see. If you use a fresh razor out of the pack, it's pretty much gonna clean up any of those stray hairs, so you shouldn't have to tweeze too much. But the tweezer is nice because it will get the additional hairs that the razor did not cut off. So as you can see now, they're pretty clean. They're not really shaped right now, but they're pretty clean as far as the extra hair is growing everywhere. So I did buy this little grooming brush from Marshall's as well. It came with the eyebrow brush. And now I like to brush the eyebrows upward in an upward motion. That way I can tell how long the stray hairs are, and I'll cut those down a little bit with some small scissors. So I'm just going to go across here, not cut a lot, but just a little bit, just to clean it up so they won't be so fuzzy. Because my eyebrows tend to get pretty long, so. And then once I cut in the upward direction, I'll brush them, and then I'll brush them down so that I can do the same thing, but in the downward direction. So I'm just going to clean up those extra hairs hanging out there. And then I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to brush them back and look and see if I missed anything. They look pretty decent. Now my other eyebrow is pretty challenging because I do have a scar, but I do the best I can as far as trying to shape it and get it groomed. So I'll brush them upward as well like I did the other eyebrow, and I'll use the scissors to go through and cut any additional stray hairs. And I'll brush them again to see if I missed anything. And then I'll brush them in a downward direction. And I'll go back through with my scissors with the hairs facing downward. I'll just brush them. And that's how I groom them. I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Dip in Ebony to do my eyebrows. I have a Revlon concealer brush. I have the matte concealer that I'm going to use to make the eyebrows more defined and make them more clean. And I'm going to use this Ecotools eyebrow brush to put the brow dip on my eyebrows. Just need to dab a little bit. You don't need a lot. But I have thicker eyebrows, so sometimes I have to use several dips. I usually like to start shaping my eyebrows from the bottom. I usually go with my natural eyebrow shape instead of doing the popular arc. I wish I could, but with the way my eyebrows are shaped and with me having a scar, I just like to go along with my natural eyebrow shape. And I'll just go in and blend this. Like that. Now, since I do have a scar on this other eyebrow, sometimes it's hard for me to get a really good shape, so it won't look exactly how my other eyebrow looks because I do have a scar you can see on my eyebrow. And I'm not a huge fan of this brow dip, but it's the best alternative for me right now. I usually like to use the eyebrow pencils, but they break so quick and I feel like I go through them so quickly. The brow dip lasts a long time, so I usually will just stick with this for now because I'm sick of running to the store every 5 minutes buying a new eyebrow pencil. A lot of people really like this Anastasia brow dip, but for me, I find that it gets a little oily, and I have a little bit of oily skin, so that's not really great for me. I am going to consider starting to use a brow gel to set the eyebrows in. Because it is kind of oily. I feel like this brow dip is very oily. So I'm going to use a brow gel. I need to try some out and see which one I like the best. Sometimes if you don't get it dark enough, you can just go back over it with extra coat. Especially if you like me, if you have hairy eyebrows, which I do. So, and this eyebrow is a little bit wider along here, so I'm going to go in and make this side a little bit, widen it up a little bit. So usually what I'll do is I'll use a concealer or I'll use makeup. And I'll use my concealer brush just to clean up the lines. And this is the MAC NW35 concealer. This eyebrow is always the hardest because again I have this scar on my eyebrows, but I do the best I can to make it look as close as the other eyebrow as possible. It's really nice to go get your eyebrows waxed or threaded. I haven't found anywhere here in Pittsburgh that I like for eyebrow wax, eyebrow threading. And for me, I don't get my nails done anymore, so for me it's a hassle to go to the nail shop just to get my eyebrows done when I can pretty much clean them up myself. So I'm going to take my makeup brush, this foundation brush that I got from Ulta Beauty, and I'm going to take my MAC and blend in the concealer. So I'm going to start blending in the concealer first. And sometimes I just simply use my finger. Sometimes that works just as good. Just blend it. It's nice to be able to blend when you don't have nails. So yeah, I'll take a little bit of makeup and I'll put a little bit on around my eyebrows at the top. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up and please subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me. If you leave any comments or questions below, I'll definitely get back to you. And I hope you enjoyed watching what I do to groom my own eyebrows at home to not only save time and to save money. So thank you, and I'll make sure I list all of the products that I use in the description box. Thanks for watching. Bye.